What's up guys, it's me, I'm back, and today we are going to be going over the next three pieces in the ABC challenge. I did A, B, and C last video. In this video we're going to go over D, E, and F. As usual, I post all of these on my Instagram as I complete them, so if you follow my Instagram, you will have seen these a long time ago, and you have also seen some of the next batch. But this one, the first one that we're looking at is D, which is Death the Kid from Soul Eater. I don't think I ever actually finished Soul Eater or watched very much of it, but I did watch a good chunk, and I did love Death the Kid when I did watch it. So I thought that it was fitting to draw him here because I think he's very cool and a very interesting character. And he's just really fun to draw, actually. He's a very nice design that has, you know, the symmetry of his original design, and of course, he's just a really funny character in general. I drew him in this outfit in particular because I really wanted to do the spindly end of the coat. I do kind of regret not doing the hatching for this one. If you watched the last video, then you also have seen them for the little cipher piece that I did for B. I did little hatching on all of the really darkest places for the blacks, and I wish that I had done that here, but I did not. Next time, if I have a character that's primarily black, I will do that for them. I'm just doing all of the flat colors, and then I'm going over it with a purple for shading, as usual. I do that. Also, it was mostly because his eye and his skin are orange, so having a purple color for the shading was fitting. I also added little add little hand bones on his hand. He has bones on his hand because I have bones on my hand, and I thought, you know, maybe Death the Kid, son of Death, who is a skeleton, maybe he's a little bony, so he has some bones visible on his hand. I did the shines on the guns to make them look a bit extra shiny, and I had to do the thing where I did multiple shading layers on all the lightest colors because, damn, it's just so pale. Death the Kid, go outside, get some sun! Actually, I sound like my mom. And then I shaded the background with a nice gradient between a lighter gray and a darker gray. And also I added a nice light gray to the center of all of the letters. And next we're moving on to E, and E is for Entrapta from She-Ra. I started watching She-Ra ironically via YouTube reactions of people who would make fun of it, and I thought it was dumb for like the first 3 full seasons, but then the season 3 finale came along, and it was like, why is this actually good? So I watched the rest of it completely legitimately and seriously, and Entrapta's one of my favorite characters. She's very funny, but fuck, this show went from being really bad to being really good for no reason. Anyway, Entrapta's design is really fun to draw too, because it's just a lot of interesting elements that were really fun to put together. I love her, she's got steel-toed boots with leg warmers on top, and they're so pretty. Also her hair, I made her sit on her hair because she does that frequently, and I had it like digging into the ground, and I had it, it kind of looks like a tree trunk in some places, but you know, it's there. I loved this show, and I still her and Hordak and their little mini romance is so sweet for no reason. It's adorable because she just sees the good in everybody, even if they don't really deserve it. Trying to get these colors matched was really weird, but I like how it turned out in the end, especially with the background put in. I think it looks very uniform and very nice. And I had to try and make different colors of purple for all of the different elements, because everything in her design is just purple, purple, purple. Everything is purple. But I think it looks a lot more uniform with the purple background in there, which is not the same shade as any of the purples in her design. Her hair is quite lavender, and I like that. And her leg warmers are more plum, and her eyes are more pink-ish. But you know, I shaded this entire thing with a blue instead of a purple because I thought it would be too much purple if I shaded it in purple. And I was thinking of shading it in like a yellowish, but like, no, that's kind of terrifying. So I shaded it in a blue, and I like the result of it a lot better. This post actually did a lot better on Instagram than usual, which is very nice. Yeah. And I added shading to her little steel toes so that they shined and they look nice. And then I added a lot of highlights to her hair. And after that, I was basically done, except I had to go over her shirt with more. And I did a double shading on her hair because I wanted to make it a bit more dark. Anyway, we're moving on to F. And F is for Frankie Stein from Monster High. I was originally going to do her original design, her Gen 1 design. But then I realized I kind of like their design for Gen 3. And it's actually really cute, so I decided to draw this one instead. And I'm really proud of how it turned out, except I think that her head is a little bit too big, and she looks a bit too bobblehead, too doll-like for her hair. I should know this. I'm also non-binary. I should be good like this. I'm stupid. I like that they have an eyebrow slit, which is really funny. I didn't know what color to make it, so I just made it like a darker version of the skin. And the skirt. Oh, the skirt. The skirt was a nightmare. I did the entire plaid pattern on the skirt, and it was a nightmare. But I think it looks good in the end. So you'll see me struggle to do that. This one took the longest because of the skirt. Because of the skirt alone. I do like all of the lightning bolts that they have on this one sleeve. It's not on the other sleeve, it's just on this one sleeve. And I like all the colors in their design. The pink streaks are an interesting addition to the design as well. Adding a bit more color. And the skin is so pale. It doesn't even look right with the double shading. And I even tried to do a triple shading, and it didn't work out very well. But I did have to fix, you see that belt? It's overlapping. I had to fix it right there. But I like the way that the jacket looked. I like the logo. It's very nice. I did all of the little gems on their belt and had to shade them properly. But here I am putting in this nightmare of a ton of colors into this skirt design, and fucking hell, who designed this shit? Who designed this? Who decided that this was a good idea? Like, I know that this is a 3D design, so it's not actually that, like, bad, because it's a 3D design. But, you know, it's still painful. I added lipstick because their design has lipstick for some reason, but I added it because I felt like I should. Then I added a listing, which is just purple again because their color scheme is blue and green, so purple does work pretty well with it. Although it made it quite bright, actually. You'll see after I do the actual overlay effect. It's really bright for no reason. It's interesting, but it's really bright. It's really, really bright. And I kind of wish that I had done a different layer mode or like a darker color, maybe more saturated than having such a bright color. But yeah, it looks really, really bright. It like made all of the colors pop. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. That is all for this video. Follow me on Instagram to see the rest of these as they are created. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.